Alrighty then, hello and once again, good evening YouTube, what's going on? Mark here. I'm here to bring you, first off, a quick update on my channel, what you're going to be seeing throughout this summer, as part of this whole 2021 Fun in the Sun theme. You're going to be seeing a lot of summer events I'm going to be taking place in, like July 3rd, my dad's taking me to Cedar Point, so you'll probably see a Cedar Point vlog, and then the next day for 4th of July, I'm going to be filming, a vlog where me and my mom and my grandparents are going to my grandfather's brother's house for 4th of July because it's my Uncle Jose. He loves 4th of July and shoots off firecrackers. I originally was going to spend it here with my friends in the neighborhood just like I did during that weird-ass year and interesting summer we had a year ago. But I guess the plans changed, so hey, I never get to see. There's some, as much as I like bitch and complain about how I never see most of my outsider friends, friends that actually go to the high school that I'm friends with, I never see at all, let alone, it's not that I don't see them every day, I don't ever see them at all, and that's what I'm here to talk about, how I'm actually going to get able to see them for every once in a while. So yeah, there are some family members on my mom's side I never get to see, so yeah, I get to see some of them on 4th of July, and just because I'm gonna record them the 3rd and the 4th doesn't mean I'm gonna post them exactly those days. So they may come they might be uploaded a bit later after I record them. So that's all I wanted to comment here about. And then more things I'm gonna be doing this summer at least. Is one of my best friends, Julie Davis, is having her grad party on July 31st, so you'll see a vlog of that. And then 4 weeks in a row, August, first 4 weeks of August, you're going to see at least one event per week. First will be an Oliveira's family picnic with my dad's side of the family, who I rarely see more than my mom's side, if we're being honest. I mean, I rarely see them both now because of COVID, but it's more like I can't tell which one who I barely see more, but hey, I'm gonna get to see both the best of both, the part of the best of both worlds this summer. And then I'm gonna remember in 2018 my MIS vlog, hopefully I'll be able to catch some race footage this time. Well, that's gonna be the week after, not the first week after the Oliveira's family picnic, the Cornfest vlog. Remember the Cornfest vlog that same year I did the MIS vlog? Well, after the Oliveira's family picnic will be the Cornfest and MIS. I'm going to do vlogs of that, because that wasn't just any Cornfest vlog and Cornfest vlog back then. It was basically a birthday video for the late, great Charles John O'Donnell, aka the greatest game show announcer of all time, Charlie O'Donnell from Wheel of Fortune. 11 years later, I can't accept that he's actually gone, because what's Wheel of Fortune without his electrifying, booming voice there, with or without COVID? Where there was this past season 38, there was no studio audience. Sorry. Pat and the contestants couldn't get close to each other and interact the way they're used to. They could, the winning contestants couldn't have their family there jump on the stage and give them bear hugs and shit, and like they used to, because no audience. So therefore it was not only a celebratory birthday tribute for him at the time, it was also to celebrate Savannah Mae's birthday. Buttercup from Night Squad, and later that same year on Bizarre played Jade, who basically was Buttercup turning into Sage, if y'all recall. But this is going to be a regular Cornfest vlog, no birthdays or nothing. Then the week after the Cornfest is MIS. I'm going to try to get every race as possible. I don't know if I'm going to ARCA, but I'm going to be at the truck race, the bush race, and the cup race. Yeah, they still say the old names, so don't correct me saying, oh, this isn't the 90s. This so-and-so never raced Winston, so-and-so never raced Bush, so-and-so never raced Craftsman. Yeah, no fucking shit. I'm not stupid like some of you fans are. I'm looking at someone who shall not be named, because a particular someone who read me out on this on Twitter, I still say the old names, not because I want to be stuck in the past, but like I'm always going to be old school, whether you like it or not, because of the fact that I can't keep up with the constant name changes NASCAR makes every year. And I'm not the only fan who does this shit. There's probably more old school fans who still say the names of old races, old divisions. You know, I still call the Fall Richmond race the Monte Carlo 400, and the Talladega races the Aaron's 499 and EA Sports 500. So don't judge me. I refuse, like Jeff Gordon, to say all the new names because it's not what I'm used to, and it's not what I want to remember when I'm older. You know. And besides, I love NASCAR still. I'm just not as into it as I used to. I don't have time to watch every race, or some weeks I just don't feel like watching a race. So yeah, I'm getting older, and I'm starting to like do more stuff that like can entertain me, because as much as I love watching racing on TV and yelling at the screen, what am I accomplishing in the summer months, especially if I'm sitting in an air conditioning house like doing nothing, you know, I'm not really accomplishing anything or meeting anybody, so that's why I'm skipping races, just because I don't have time to watch every race, or don't feel like watching every race. But anyway, on to that. Okay, the week after MIS, I think, I'm gonna be at okay, so Oliver's Family Picnic vlog, August 7th, Cornfest vlog the next week, MIS vlog the next week, and then the next week I'll be with my dad. I'll figure out something. We'll probably, I don't know what we're gonna do that weekend while my mom's in Cancun for her birthday, but me and my dad will figure it out. I'm gonna be here at my own house. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, but then come Saturday morning before the Firecracker 400, I'm gonna go to my dad's. We're gonna figure out try to do something. So yeah, and then the next day, Sunday, I'm gonna come home. So hopefully, come September, when I go see Ricky Martin in concert in Chicago just for the first time since 2015, I'll try to make something happen there too. So I just want to give you an update, and the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy fan recreations are not out of the picture. I know I haven't talked about it in a long time, but I still plan on doing those with me and Janet as Sajak and White, and me as, Trebek, and whoever I find that's one of my guy best friends, whether they have a YouTube channel, that will be Charlie O'Donnell and Johnny Gilbert, 2 guy best friends, and my left will play those roles. Okay, so anyway, what I'm basically also here to talk about is my thoughts on the Spurs 12th overall pick that they drew in the lottery. I don't know who represented them. I know Ben, not Bitch Boy Ben, that jackass who drives the 99 in the Craftsman Truck Series now, but the better Ben, and the basketball, who was famous for wearing jersey number 3 on the Detroit Pistons, Ben Wallace. He represented the Pistons, who won the first overall draft pick. The Spurs got number 12. I don't know who represented them. I know the Dream represented the cheating McDouchebags. I'm trying to see. I don't know who represented the Spurs, because I never watched the lottery. Somebody said on Twitter they should have had Duncan or Robinson represent them. I don't know whose, and I don't feel like looking. But here are my thoughts on that. Here's as a Spurs fan that's about to hit his 25th anniversary, cheering for the team, it feels so weird to be in this draft lottery thing after getting 5 championships, including 18 50-win seasons and 6 finals appearances, and 6 West Conference championships. It does feel weird, because all my life as a Spurs fan, up before the 2019-2020 season, before COVID hit, I grew up watching my team win games and make the playoffs every year. I'm getting much older, and you would think that when I moved here to Ridgeville, and the winning would keep following the team and I wherever we went, no matter who was playing on it or where I was living. I don't basically vividly remember the 1999 title, although to be fair, I remember what house I was living in, house on West 122nd, so I got to have a championship won in that house. The Spurs won 3 of them while living in Michigan in the Lenore house, 2003, 2005, 2007. and then one in the Sandhurst house in 2014, but I wasn't in that. I wasn't actually there at the time. I was in the hotel with my dad in Michigan, because the same day Game 5 happened, we went to MIS for the Sirius Satellite Radio 400 for Father's Day, and we had to keep the noise down. We couldn't go crazy like if we were at the Sandhurst house watching for ourselves, me in the basement and him upstairs, and like knock down the house or whatever. Because if we had to like keep it under control and celebrate us quietly, because people in the hotel would have complained. We would have gotten noise complaint. The employees and the security and the people at the front desk would have thrown us out and probably permanently banned us. But me and my dad knew better. So, okay. So, hang on. Let me take a drink. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the hell's going on, but anyway. So here are my thoughts on the 12th, on like the Spurs getting the 12th overall pick in the 2021 draft. Anyway, I was trying to say was, you know, the only reason why we entered the draft in 1997 pre-Duncan was because David Robinson and Sean Elliott were shelved for nearly all season in 96-97, which is why we went 20-62. And without that happening, Duncan never gets to be on the Spurs to begin with. The Celtics probably would have snatched him if, you know, Robinson and Elliott weren't hurt and shelved, put on the sidelines all season. But that's what I'm trying to say is if Robinson and Elliott weren't shelved in 96-97 and the Spurs made the 1997 playoffs, Duncan never would be on the team to begin with. And so after we got Duncan, we turned into a winning franchise, kicking everybody's asses. Hell, except Kobe and the Lakers outside of 99 and 03. You know what I mean. Which is why I hated him as a player and hated the Lakers as a whole team, except for Shaq. Shaq was the only likable Laker when I was a kid, even though I despised that team and Kobe as a kid. I mean, in Kobe's later years, I began to appreciate him more, considering that, you know, he wasn't making any more playoff appearances, and, you know, he was getting older. But when I was a kid growing up as a Spurs fan, I despised him because, one, he gave us fits throughout the 2000s in the playoffs outside of 99 and 03 when we took them down to win our first two championships. And two, with that being said, I got sick and tired of everything being about the Lakers, Kobe. I just got sick and tired of him, period, because, you know, I got sick and tired of him killing my team. But, you know, even as an adult, I kind of like didn't grow in my senses, you know. 19-year-old me, when he got hurt and with the torn Achilles game where he still made 2 free throws on torn Achilles and walked off the court like it was nothing. I was kind of being a dick at age 19, saying even if Kobe would have played in that first round against us, we still would have beaten them. But, you know, now that I'm older, and I'd still be saying the same thing, even if he had lived up to this point and the helicopter crash never happened. I still would have been great to see Duncan and Kobe duke out one more time in the first round of the 2013 playoffs, where 19-year-old me didn't think that. Because you know what that means when you have a changed opinion as you get older? It's called growing up and maturing. That's what it's called. And like coming to your senses about athletes and teams that you once hated in American sports, whether it be NASCAR, the NBA, you name it, like a driver, a basketball, NBA, NASCAR Cup driver, a bus driver, a Craftsman truck driver, NBA team, NBA player, you know. So I keep getting off topic here. I apologize for that. But anyway, so my thoughts, you know, it's just weird how, you know, after the nightmare 96-97 season where Robinson and Elliott shelved, that got us Duncan. For so many years, 22 years, we didn't have to worry about getting a draft pick. And then we had that train wreck of a season before the COVID stopped the season and shut down the rest of the world in 1920. And then we resumed the season in the bubble in the summer, because normally the summertime was usually my time to get away from all the recent Spurs stress, but it had to take me into the summer and kind of like put me in a bad place mentally as a Spurs fan. And as you all know, I rage quit the regular season finale in the bubble because before that game even started, our playoff hopes ended because there were some teams that we needed help from that didn't get the job done for us and eliminated us from playoff contention before our season finale even started. So I did watch the first half of that game, but then when Quindary Weatherspoon went down, I said, enough is enough. So I went outside to hang out with my neighborhood friends instead. And then that, allowed us to get Devin Vassell and Tre Jones. And then we started off the 2020-2021 season well, but then after my birthday, the game against the Hornets, during the Daytona 500 rain delay, the COVID postponements, and then the injury bug and the brutal ass schedule, that's what really fucked us up like Fabrizio Alberto. I mean, and then the second half of this past season just became a repeat of last year as a whole. Excuse me, outside of the first 3 games of 1920, where, we went undefeated the first 3 games, and then it turned out to be a fluke because after that we started sucking ass. And then it looked like we were going to get redemption in 2021. We were starting off the season so well, not having to worry about Trash Can, Bellinelli, and Forbes. And like I said, the COVID postponement, the brutal ass schedule, the injury bug, that's what really did us in, After the Lou Dort game winner that killed us, that torched us in OKC, that I think it was late February, early March, because I'll link my react to that video of my reaction to that shot and the Rage review that followed after that in the description. But after that, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. So it's like 97, 2020, and 2021. That's 3 times in 24 years. During my time as a fan and during the time the Duncan era and the post-Duncan era, that's only the 3rd time in 24 years that we've ever been involved in the draft, because all the other 20, was it 21 years? I think the other, I can't do math because it's the other 3 times in 21 years, the other seasons, the other seasons outside of 97, 2020, 2021, sorry, I'm not good at math at all. I was good at it until I started putting the alphabet into it, but 97, 2020, 2021 is only 3 times in 24 years we got to be involved in the draft. You take away those 3 years, only 21, the other 21 years we were winning and kicking everybody's asses, so it's weird. So basically, I'm just going to probably try to end this video because, it's been a long week, I've been getting some steps in, and, I'm going to end this, this main topic and then talk about a bonus topic, and then I'm going to end this video. So basically my thoughts is, this is what we need, to get back to our winning ways again. A rebuild takes a lot of time. It's slow. It's a slow process, the Spurs need to get it right this time. We have too many guards on our team. First off, we need a young athletic big who can actually pick up where David Robinson and Tim Duncan left off. And 2, get Rudy Gay's old washed up garbage bitch ass the fuck off this team and out of the city of San Antonio for good. That's all I can say. That's my thoughts on it. Now, here's another thing I wanted to announce. Part of my channel update. Pretty soon, CodyHGaming, from NASCAR YouTuber who does Can I Recreate, or he tries to do many steps of trying to recreate older NASCAR crashes and sometimes newer ones. When there's a recent race nowadays, where something becomes a memorable crash happens, as long as it's not fatal, and he tries to recreate it a day or 2 after the race that happens, that the iconic crash took place, as long as nobody dies. He still does. I don't know if he still does it even if injuries happen, but I know he'd still do it as long as no one died in it. Well, here's the thing. I'm just going to start doing my own version of Can I Recreate of old Tim Duncan plays with all my Tim Duncan outfits. It's going to be Can I Recreate Tim Duncan edition. So that's going to be a new series you're going to be seeing throughout the summer months, And hopefully come by next summer 2022, I'll do a full summer of doing that series too, where there's going to be a lot of editions of that. So therefore, I hope you guys look forward to seeing that. So along with, the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy fan recreations years down the road, and the upcoming vlogs I have for you. Cedar Point, July 3rd, 4th of July at Uncle Jose's the next day. And then, the Julie Davis's grad party, the 31st. The Oliveira family picnic, the 7th, the Corn Fest, the 14th, MIS, the 21st, and whatever me and my dad do, the 28th, before the Firecracker 400. So I will see you guys throughout this summer, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. If I can reach 1,000 subscribers within the next, within the next week or so. I'm gonna do a 1,000 subscribers so like special, as in, you know, us, like, you know, a video to commemorate that. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night.